guys, in this video I will show you how to prepare your own bodice pattern for a panel dress. Watch the video fully without skipping to get all the tips to cut a perfect bodice pattern. First, I measure the length between the shoulder to shoulder and divide the value by 2 and add 0.5 inches and mark it as shown. Remember, the 0.5 inch is the allowance given to attach the sleeves. Now take the measurement right round the neck and divide it by 4. Deduct half an inches from your answer if you want a wider neck or 1 inches if you want a closed neck. I prefer a wider neck. Now mark your preferred neck deep. I mark 5 inches. And then draw a box as shown to create any neckline design. Next, mark your back neck deep. I mark 1 inches. You can even go up to 2 to 2.5 inches. And draw a box as shown. Drop 1 inches from the shoulder line to mark a shoulder slope. Take the same shoulder measurement to draw the armhole line, which is 8. Measure the length from shoulder to bust and add 0.5 inches and mark as shown. Now measure the bust round, divide by 4 and add 0.5 inches for ease allowance and 0.5 inches for sewing allowance. Measure from shoulder to waist point and add 0.5 inches. This 0.5 inches is given to attach the skirt to the body. Measure your waist round, divide it by 4 and add 0.5 inches for ease allowance and 0.5 inches for sewing allowance. Bust line and chest line measurements are the same, so extend the line as shown and mark the chest line. Coming to the neck design, you can draw any design you wish within this box. I simply prefer a round neck. Coming to the arm round, mark 1.5 inches away as shown. Mark midpoint of this line and mid of midpoint as shown. Mark 0.25 inches away from the mid and mid of midpoint and connect the dots and complete the back arm round. To draw the front armhole, mark 1 inches away as shown and draw a slanted line. Mark 1.5 inches away as shown and repeat the same by marking the mid and the mid of midpoints and 0.25 inches away from the points and complete the front arm round. Or you can simply use your curved ruler to create the arm round. Both will give you the same results. To cut this pattern, first start with your back neck round, shoulder and back arm round and the sides. Next, copy the cutout in another pattern paper and cut it out. This will be your back body pattern. Now cut the front neck round and front arm round in your original pattern and this becomes your front body pattern. Single fold your main fabric and place the neck round in the folded side, secure with pins and start cutting. You can keep your lining fabric underneath to cut it at the same time. To cut the sleeves, place your measuring tape 0.5 inches below the shoulder line in your back armhole curve as shown. By doing so, I get 10.5 inches. I reduce 0.5 inches and mark 10 inches as the width of my sleeve. Now take 2 pieces of fabric for your sleeves and single fold them and secure with pins. The width of my sleeve is gonna be 10.5 inches minus 0.5 inches. Since we attach the sleeves after sewing the shoulders together, I deduct the excess 0.5 inches here. Otherwise, I will be left with an extra fabric when I attach the sleeves. You will not face any kind of armhole cutting issues if you follow this method. This method is the easiest and the most effective. Once I mark the width of the sleeve, I mark the cap height as 3.5 inches. This is the bust round divided by 12 and plus 0.5 inches. Mark the midpoint of this line and mark 0.5 inches away from the point outwards and draw a curve connecting the point. So this becomes your back sleeve. Now mark the mid of midpoint up and down on the line as shown and mark 0.5 inches away outwards on top and inwards at the bottom and connect the curve in the shape of S to complete the front sleeve. When cutting the sleeve, cut the back sleeve first. Now open only one sleeve and cut the front armhole curve. Now take the other sleeve and place it on the opposite direction and draw the front armhole curve and open and cut. This is the most effective method to avoid any confusions between the right and left sleeve. Once the armhole curves are done, place the sleeves together and mark the sleeve open as 5 inches and connect it to the cap height point and cut and complete the sleeve. This is a full sleeve, so the sleeve open is your fist round divided by 2 plus 0.5 inches. Let's add some designing to the upper body. Cut out a design to the shape of your neckline in a different designer fabric and lining material as shown. Place the lining on top of the design's front side and stitch the edges except the shoulder and the neckline. Once done, cut small notches to make turning easy and turn the fabric. Sandwich a lace on the edge and stitch the design only on the front body fabric. Now double fold and stitch the hem of the sleeve. Cut a 5-inch design fabric to attach to the cuff of the sleeve. Fold 0.5 inches inwards again and sandwich a lace and stitch it on the sleeve. Now let's join the shoulders of the main and lining fabrics separately. Once the shoulders are joined, place the lining on top of the main fabric and stitch around the neckline. Then cut out small notches to make turning easy. At this point, you can give a 1-inch shape to the waistline to give a nice curved waistline once you wear the dress. Now it's time for us to attach the sleeves, making sure the curved part comes to the front side. Once the sleeves are attached, turn to the reverse side and stitch the side seams at 0.5 inches gap, as we already gave 0.5 inches for sewing allowance. Ta-da! That's it about the cutting and sewing of upper body of the panel dress. Please like, share and leave your comment and subscribe to my channel so that you will get instant update when I upload the part B, that is the cutting and sewing video of the panel skirt. Thank you. Until then, bye bye from home menu.